You are lying in bed at 2:00 a.m. The room is dark, but your face is illuminated by the cold, blue glare of your phone. Your thumb moves in a rhythmic, mindless flick, up, pause, up, pause. One video shows a 20-year-old stepping out of a matte black Lamborghini. The next is a life hack that promises to double your productivity in 3 minutes. The next is a montage of a luxury vacation in Bali, edited to a bass-heavy beat. You feel a tightening in your chest. It's not anxiety exactly, it's a hunger. You are doing the work. You're studying the course, you're waking up early, you're putting in the hours. But as you watch these flashes of finished success, your own progress feels like a crawl. You feel like you're lagging behind a world that is moving at the speed of a fiber optic cable. You start to wonder if you're just not talented enough, or worse, if you're doing it all wrong. The truth is, you aren't failing, you are being hunted. You have been conditioned to believe that the gap, that long, boring stretch of time between starting a skill and mastering it, is a mistake. You've been taught to view the plateau as a failure. We live in a culture that has declared an all-out war on mastery. For most of human history, we knew how to wait. Value was passed down through the slow burn of an apprenticeship. It was cultivated in the presence of village elders, through the repetition of religious practice, or the grueling discipline of traditional schooling. We had anchors. We had ceremonies that marked progress not in days, but in decades. But those anchors are gone. In their place, we have a value system dictated by an economic machine that only survives if you keep spending. Every dollar you spend is a vote for what you value. And because the machine needs your money, it has become the primary architect of your desires. If you look closely at the world around you, you'll see that the machine doesn't sell products. It sells a rhythm. Look at the ads on your feed. Some use fear, the limited time offer that triggers a panic response. Some use logic, comparing specs to make you feel like a savvy shopper. Some use snobbery, showing you a curated life of minimalist luxury to make you feel small. And some use pure hedonism, the image of a freezing city street suddenly cutting to a sun-drenched beach. But there is a deeper pattern. Almost every piece of modern media is obsessed with the climactic moment. The ad doesn't show the years of practice. It shows the trophy being lifted. It doesn't show the messy kitchen or the burnt attempts. It shows the cake being brought to the table while the guests glow with admiration. It doesn't show the grind of the job. It shows the celebration drink after the clock hits 5. Life, we are told, is an endless series of peaks. This rhythm has leaked into everything. Our stories are now built on the quick fix, the smart aleck who wins without trying, the protagonist who gets rich overnight, the conflict that is resolved in a heartbeat by a sudden stroke of luck or a flash of violence, the fantasy that is realized instantly, without a single drop of sweat. The content doesn't matter. The rhythm is the poison, epiphany after epiphany. Fantasy after fantasy, climax piled upon climax, there is no plateau. And because there is no plateau in our media, we cannot tolerate the plateau in our lives. When your daily existence doesn't match the high-speed montage of your screen, you feel a void. And when the void becomes too loud, you look for a shortcut. You take a pill to focus. You scroll for a hit of dopamine. You gamble on a crypto moonshot. We see this in the get-rich-quick obsession that permeates every layer of society. It's the man who scoffs at a savings account because he believes the lottery is the only way an ordinary person becomes a millionaire. It's the youth who abandons a steady job, burning the hamburgers and serving frozen fries, because he's convinced a sweepstakes ticket is his real career. This isn't just a poor person's struggle. It is the ruling vision of the entire economy. From the inner-city youth chasing a fast payout in the underground economy to the corporate executive shuffling assets to spike a quarterly report, the goal is the same: get the piece of the pie as fast as possible. The quick-fix mentality has even colonized our bodies. Go to a doctor today. You get 12 minutes. The doctor doesn't have time to know your face, let alone your lifestyle. They have just enough time to write a prescription. We treat the symptom and leave the cause in the shadows. Consider heart disease. A landmark study by Dr. Dean Ornish proved that coronary artery disease could be reversed through a long-term regimen of diet, yoga, meditation, and group support. No drugs, no surgery, and yet many in the medical establishment called this radical. Think about that. A slow, patient return to health is radical, but a bypass operation, which splits your chest open, carries a significant risk of death or neurological damage, and costs tens of thousands of dollars, is considered conservative. Why? Because the surgery is a quick fix. It is a climax. We see the same pathology in the boardroom. We've traded balanced, long-term growth for the leveraged buyout. Corporate raiders strip a company of its value to create a massive, immediate payday for a few shareholders. No real value is added to the economy, but the raider becomes a culture hero. The hero is the man who wins fast. The pariah is the man who builds slowly. This is a war that cannot be won with a life hack. We are currently living through a moment of immense global triumph. We have the freedom of the market and the energy of innovation. But this success is a mask. Our national prosperity is built on a mountain of debt. Our infrastructure is crumbling. Our education is breaking down. And our environment is colliding with our demand for infinite growth. We have celebrated results over process for so long that our workmanship has become shoddy. We no longer know how to make things that last, so we simply import them from somewhere else. The same climate of thought that tells you that you can learn a language in 30 days or lose 20 pounds in a week is the same climate that tells a banker he can create billions of dollars out of thin air without producing a single shred of real value. It is all connected. The path of endless climax is a collision course with the human psyche. So how do you fight back? You fight by reclaiming the plateau. You must realize that the frustration you feel, the feeling that it's taking too long, is actually the feeling of mastery beginning. The boredom is not a sign that you are doing it wrong. The boredom is the work. When you feel the urge to quit because the results aren't appearing on your dashboard, you must recognize that you are experiencing a withdrawal from the climactic rhythm of the world. You are being asked to trade the rush for the craft. The rush is a lie. The craft is the only thing that is real. Stop looking for the score. Stop looking for the hack. Stop asking when the payoff arrives. Mastery is the path of patient, dedicated effort, without attachment to immediate results. It is the decision to stay in the room when the excitement has died, and only the repetition remains. The world will tell you that you are wasting your time. Let it. Put your phone in another room, sit at your desk, and do the one boring thing you've been avoiding. One page, one line of code, one rep.